I don't know the purpose of this video. It's probably just to tell my side of the story, like how I realized and like I yeah. So I just want to probably say how I realized how I was transgender, because a lot of people think I'm just doing this for the attention, which is bullshit, because who would want this much attention, right? Like I know, like they say I'm doing it because it's like the end, but like in reality I'm not. And so okay, um, from a baby, I really stopped wearing dresses at a very young age, because when I first learned how to dress my own self, basically. Okay, because I was never like a fan of dolls unless it was like, I remember like, okay, I was like very violent with my dolls and I'd tear off their heads and stuff, and like, yeah. But I remember since I was baby and I could dress my own self, I would never dress for. I hated dresses. I could not stand dresses, and basically from pre-K to like the 5th grade, I was always one of the boys, and I I never had like a single friend that was a girl. Like I had 2 friends that were girls from first pre-K to like 5th grade, 6th grade. 6th grade, I met my best friend, her, and it's not really, she's like a good friend now, but like we're not talking that much anymore. But like she was like my best friend, and she was the first like girl that was my friend. And then I entered the girl world, and my life went downhill, and because like I was forced to, because the guys got hormones and I went through puberty and I grew boobs, and I remember always wanting to rip them off and like just be like yell at the dudes and be like, I'm one of you, like why can't y'all see that? Like I remember thinking that when I was little, but I didn't tell anyone that. Because I didn't know what transgender was until like recently, that until I came out and I was exposed to it a lot more. And like all my life, I remember being so fucking, like, I thought I was weird. I thought there was something mentally wrong with me, because I felt like I would always look at the guys section. I'd never go in the girls section. I hated the girls. I hated makeup, and I liked girls. Like I was attracted to girls, and I remember always being jealous of guys when I was little, and because like I don't know, I was jealous because they were like muscular, and I like their voices. I was like jealous of their deep voice and how like I don't know, like I've always enjoyed, like I've never really liked boys. I was just always jealous of them, and I was jealous of how like I wanted to be them. Like I imagined myself, and I remember it was like in 4th grade with one of my friends. She's a girl, but she was like a tomboy as well. But okay, so like we dressed up as boys and her brothers. I spent the night at her house. We were dressing up as boys. Her brother knew her, like it was her, but he legit thought that I went home and that I was a different person. And I remember like, man, that felt good. Like I came up, that's when I think I came up with, well, I think I just said my name was Chris. I think that's what it was. But like I remember, and I've always wanted a boy's name, but like I've never felt like the name that I was born with was like my name. I felt like it was like talking to different people, and like I was never your typical girl, like ever. I was never. I was like one for like a split second, like maybe in an hour. I was one. I remember because like I was forcing myself to be that, and I never hated my body more. Like it's just like, oh, okay, so yeah. Like, I've always been more attracted to guy stuff, and I've always felt more comfortable, like, being one of the guys, like, winning burping contests, and, like, mud fights, and, like, getting dirty, and, like, playing football and stuff, and I've always wanted to be on the football team, but I couldn't because I was a girl. And there was just, like, I remember, like, just always wanting to, like, scream and rip off my chest, but I never knew what that was. I always thought I was, like, different. I cried a lot because I thought I was different, and I hated it. I hated my body, and I still do. And it wasn't until I met my friend Braden that he, like, told me his story, and, like, he told me what transgender was, and, like, it was just, like, my life made sense. Like, I'm not, well, I mean, I am different, but, like, I'm not alone. Like, I thought I was alone, and like, I thought I was the weirdest person ever. I was like, if I'm a girl, then why do I feel this way? Why do I want to be a guy so badly? Why do I dream of being a guy? Why do I want to a P instead of a V so bad? It's just, it was, but, like, I heard his story, and then I started Googling transgender, and, like, everything made sense. And, like, I told my friend, I think social media was probably no, Braden was the first person to know, and probably Drake, but Jada helped me out. Jada's, like, my best friend, and she helped me pick my name out. But I might be changing it. I don't know, because my mom won't call